Assalamu alaikum. I hope so you guys are doing well. So today the topic that I'm going to discuss with you guys is about the cranial nerves and the vessel pathways. So before studying about the different structures piercing the different small holes present inside the brain, you should be knowing about the cranial fossa. So we have anterior cranial fossa, then the middle one, and then the posterior one. So this one here is the anterior one, this one is the middle one, and this one is the posterior cranial fossa, and all of these fossas have different structures present inside them. So you should know and you should just memorize those things, and it's really easy to memorize. No hard and fast rule, just I have some mnemonics for you guys, and I hope that would be helping you a lot. So let's get into the different structures. So in anterior cranial fossa we have the cribriform plate. Very simple, only one thing, that is the cribriform plate. Then in the middle cranial fossa we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 structures. So I have memorized it, like for example, okay, let me write that. Okay, so it's like O P S. So OP is optic canal, it's like oops, and then we have rows, oops, rows. Okay, so E is like silent. So OP is optic canal, S is superior orbital fissure, then rotundum, ovale, and spinosum. Very simple. Okay, then okay, so after optic canal, we have this one is like superior orbital fissure. It's like a fissure, it's very elongated, so it's a fissure, superior orbital fissure. And this one is the rotundum, then ovale. See how it's like an oval shaped ovale, and then very tiny one, the tiniest one is the spinosum, like a spiny, like tiny. So it's foramen spinosum. Okay, then in the posterior, these five were in the middle cranial fossa. Then we have some things in the posterior cranial fossa. So this is the internal auditory meatus. Then we have jugular foramen, then hypoglossal canal. Then this bigger one is the foramen magnum. Magnum means huge. So I guess we also have magnum ice cream over here. So foramen magnum, it's a very huge one. It's a little bit expensive as compared to different ice creams. So yes, it's magnum, it's important. So foramen magnum, because huge structures are passing through it. So we have internal auditory meatus and jugular foramen. Then this little one is the hypoglossal canal. So now let's memorize the nerves and arteries passing through it and the veins passing through it. Really very simple. So as in the anterior cranial fossa we have the cribriform plate. These small tiny holes are present over here. These are the cribriform plate, and from here, this is the olfactory nerve, which means that you are smelling from this nerve. So your nose is being supplied by this nerve. This is the olfactory nerve, so this is the anterior cranial fossa. Then over here, okay, this one was the optic canal, right? This one was the optic canal. As I said, ops, right? Optic canal, this is a superior orbital fissure. So optic canal has two things. As it is known as optic canal because optic nerve is there, which is the cranial nerve 2. So second cranial nerve, first cranial nerve was this, then second this, which is also known as optic nerve. Then another artery is passing through it is the ophthalmic artery. So double O is in the, so it is actually triple O, which means it is the optic optic canal or optic foramen, the small one. Then optic nerve is passing at ophthalmic artery, so triple O. Okay, then we have this spinosum, not spinosum, sorry, superior orbital fissure. So this is a fissure, the elongated one. So we have over here three things passing, like four things passing, okay? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So which is, this one is the third, then fourth, and then sixth and fifth. So 3, 4, 5, 6. But the main point to be noted over here is that the fifth cranial nerve has three branches, which is V1, V2, V3. So the first one passes through this, second one passes through this, and third one passes through this. That is the 5-1, 5-2, 5-3. Very simple. So third, fourth, and sixth, and then we have the other V1, V2, V3. So here it is the oculomotor nerve, then we have the trochlear nerve, then the abducent and the trigeminal nerve, which is the fifth nerve. And trigeminal nerve, but which branch? Ophthalmic nerve branch, because trigeminal has three. The V2, the 5-2 is the maxillary, then 5-3 is the mandibular. So then we have the 5-2 over here passing through here. So as it is the spinosum, then it means rose, R, rotundum. From rotundum, V2 is passing. From ovale, because it is oval shaped, from ovale, maxillary maxillary nerve is passing. Then we have the third one, the mandibular nerve is passing from here, okay? So we have from here ophthalmic, maxillary, and mandibular. Okay, then we have middle meningeal artery from the spinosum. Very simple, and only one artery is passing. This is the middle meningeal artery. Okay, then from the posterior cranial fossa, now let's start from the seventh cranial nerve, seventh, eighth, which is facial and vestibulocochlear. This one was the internal auditory meatus. Then we have jugular foramen. So as it is jugular foramen, so jugular vein is passing through it, and we have three further nerves. So as 7, 8 were passing from this internal auditory meatus, and 7, 8, then 9, 10, 11. So 9th is the glossopharyngeal, then 10th is the vagus, then 11th is the accessory nerve, and last one was the jugular vein. Then we have the last one, this small one, is the 12th cranial nerve, which is the hypoglossal nerve, is passing through it. Now some structures are passing from this huge foramen magnum. These are the vertebral arteries, which is a part which I'll be discussing in the next video of mine about the circle of Willis. Okay, and this one is a spinal cord. So these are the structures which are passing through it, as you guys can see over here, brain stem and vertebral artery. So this is actually the brain stem passing through the foramen magnum. So that was it. It was really simple. I hope you guys have understood this, and if you guys have, then please do recommend my channel and do subscribe it, do like it, and do comment on it. Jazakallah khair. Allah Hafiz.